Let me tell you something real. If you don't decide what you're worth, the world will decide it for you, and it will always choose the cheapest version. This is not about ego. This is about alignment. This is about finally choosing yourself without apology. There comes a moment in every life when noise gets loud. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has advice. Everyone wants a piece of your time, your energy, your attention. And if you're not careful, you wake up one day living a life that feels busy but empty. That's when you know it's time to focus and it's time to value yourself. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean you become selfish. It means you become selective. You stop spending your energy on things that don't grow you, don't respect you, and don't move you forward. You realize your attention is your most valuable currency, and you stop handing it out to distractions that pay you nothing in return. Valuing yourself starts with how you talk to yourself when no one is listening. It's the promises you keep when quitting would be easier. It's saying no to what feels good now so you can say yes to what feels right later. Self-worth isn't loud. It's quiet confidence built through discipline, consistency, and self-respect. You don't need validation when you're aligned. You don't need approval when you're walking your own path. The more you focus inward, the less outside opinions control your direction. Clarity replaces confusion. Purpose replaces pressure. And here's the truth. When you start valuing yourself, some people won't like it. Not because you changed, but because you stopped being available for things that never served you. That's growth. That's evolution. That's strength. Focus sharpens your vision. Self-worth anchors your decisions. Together, they turn potential into progress. You stop chasing attention and start building legacy. You stop reacting and start leading your own life. This is your moment. Choose focus. Choose self-respect. Choose yourself fully and without hesitation. Every day you wake up with the same amount of time as everyone else, but what separates progress from regret is where that time and attention go. Attention is not just focus, it's direction. Whatever you consistently give your attention to begins to shape your identity, your habits, and ultimately your future. Most people don't lose because they lack talent or opportunity. They lose because their attention is scattered across too many things that don't matter. The world is designed to pull you in 100 different directions. Notifications, opinions, comparisons, noise, all of it competing for one thing, your focus. And the moment you let those distractions decide where your attention goes, you hand over control of your life. You become reactive instead of intentional, busy instead of productive. Present everywhere except where it counts. When you understand that attention is power, you start guarding it like something valuable. You stop giving your mental energy to people who drain you, conversations that go nowhere, and thoughts that don't move you forward. You realize that not everything deserves a response, and not everyone deserves access to you. Silence becomes a strategy. Stillness becomes strength. What you focus on grows because repetition creates reinforcement. If your attention is locked onto problems, fear multiplies. If it's locked onto growth, solutions appear. The mind follows what it sees most often. Feed it chaos and it becomes chaotic. Feed it clarity and it becomes calm. This isn't motivation. It's mental conditioning. Attention also shapes belief. When you consistently focus on effort, improvement becomes visible. When you focus on progress, even small wins start to matter. Confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you build by directing your attention toward actions you can control. Discipline grows when focus stays steady. Even on days when motivation disappears, most people think multitasking is strength, but divided attention weakens results. Real power comes from presence, from giving one task, one goal, one moment your full awareness. That kind of focus compounds. Small, focused actions repeated daily create momentum that distraction can never match. The moment you decide to control your attention, you reclaim ownership of your life. You stop reacting to every external trigger and start responding with purpose. Your energy stops leaking into places that don't serve you. You become sharper, calmer, and more intentional. Attention is the doorway to growth. Where you place it today decides who you become tomorrow. Self-worth is not something you receive from applause, praise, or recognition. It's something you build quietly when no one is watching. Validation feels good in the moment, but it fades fast, and when it disappears, so does the confidence tied to it. Real self-worth doesn't depend on who notices you. It depends on how you show up for yourself when it would be easier not to. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you respect. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, even a small one, you send a signal inward that you are reliable. Waking up when you said you would. Finishing what you started. Choosing effort over excuses. These actions stack, and over time they form an unshakable sense of self-trust. Confidence grows from proof, not from words. Waiting for motivation is a trap. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays when emotions fluctuate. On days when you don't feel like it, discipline steps in and carries you forward. That consistency is what separates people who believe in themselves from those who only hope to. Self-worth strengthens every time you act in alignment with your values instead of your comfort. External validation can actually weaken self-belief if you rely on it too much. When approval becomes the goal, you start adjusting who you are to please others. You shrink, bend, and compromise until you're no longer sure what you stand for. Discipline does the opposite. It clarifies identity. It draws boundaries. It teaches you to respect your own standards, even when no one is rewarding you for it. There's a quiet pride that comes from knowing you did the work without needing recognition. That pride is earned. It comes from showing up consistently, even when progress is slow and results are invisible. Discipline builds patience, and patience builds strength. Over time, that strength turns into a calm confidence that doesn't need to announce itself. Self-worth grows when your actions match your words. When you stop negotiating with your excuses. When you choose long-term growth over short-term comfort. Every disciplined choice is a vote for the person you're becoming. The more often you cast that vote, the stronger your belief becomes. You don't need to prove your value to the world. You need to prove it to yourself. And that proof is built one disciplined decision at a time. Focus is not just about choosing what to do, it's about choosing what not to do. Every meaningful path requires sacrifice, and that sacrifice often shows up as a quiet, uncomfortable no. No to distractions that feel harmless. No to opportunities that look good on the surface, but pull you away from what truly matters. Without clear boundaries, focus dissolves and progress slows without you even realizing why. Distractions are dangerous because they rarely announce themselves as obstacles. They come disguised as entertainment, comfort, or urgency. A quick check turns into lost hours. A small detour becomes a permanent delay. When you say yes to everything, your attention gets fragmented, and fragmented attention produces fragmented results. You stay busy, but you don't move forward. Saying no is an act of self-respect. It means you understand that your time and energy are limited and you choose to invest them wisely. It's not about rejecting people, it's about protecting purpose. When you're clear on your direction, decisions become simpler. If it doesn't align, it doesn't belong. Focus sharpens when choices are filtered through intention instead of impulse. Many people fear saying no because they worry about missing out or disappointing others. But every yes carries a cost. If you don't choose that cost intentionally, you end up paying for it later in stress, burnout, or regret. Focus demands courage, the courage to disappoint others so you don't disappoint yourself. That courage builds inner strength and clarity. Discipline grows stronger every time you say no to something that pulls you off course. It's a muscle that develops through repetition. At first, it feels uncomfortable. You question yourself, you feel resistance. But over time, saying no becomes natural, even empowering. You begin to recognize distractions quickly and dismiss them without guilt. Focus also requires removing temptation, not just resisting it. You don't rely on willpower alone. You design your environment to support your goals. You reduce noise. You limit access. You create space for deep work and uninterrupted thought. This is not restriction, it's freedom. Freedom from chaos. Freedom from constant interruption. When you commit to saying no, your yes becomes powerful. It carries weight. It's deliberate, intentional, and aligned. Focus thrives in simplicity. The fewer directions you chase, the further you go. Saying no is how focus survives in a world that constantly demands your attention. When you start valuing yourself, your world begins to shift in subtle but undeniable ways. The people around you don't change overnight, but the way you relate to them does. You stop over-explaining. You stop shrinking to fit into spaces that were never meant to hold your growth. And that change, even when it's quiet, is noticeable. Not everyone is comfortable with the version of you that has boundaries. Some people benefited from your silence, your availability, your willingness to put yourself last. When you begin to prioritize your time, your energy, and your standards, those dynamics are disrupted. This isn't betrayal, it's evolution. Growth naturally rearranges relationships. As you raise your self-respect, you become more selective with who has access to you. You notice how certain conversations leave you drained, how certain environments dull your focus, how certain people pull you back into old patterns. Awareness creates distance, not out of arrogance, but out of necessity. You learn that proximity matters. Who you spend time with influences how you think, what you tolerate, and what you believe is possible. Some connections will fade, and that can be uncomfortable. There may be guilt, there may be confusion, but growth often requires letting go of what no longer aligns. Not everyone who started the journey with you is meant to finish it with you, and that's okay. Their role was real, even if it was temporary. At the same time, valuing yourself attracts different energy. You begin to connect with people who respect your time, who listen without competing, who support without condition. These relationships feel lighter, more honest, more aligned. There's less drama and more depth, less noise and more meaning. Your circle becomes smaller, but stronger. Conversations become more intentional. You're no longer trying to be understood by everyone, only by those who genuinely care. And in that space, you grow faster because you're not constantly defending your choices or doubting your worth. This shift isn't about cutting people off aggressively or making statements. It happens naturally when your standards rise. You move differently. You speak differently. You listen differently. And those who align with your growth adjust. Those who don't drift away. Valuing yourself changes your circle because it changes you. And as you evolve, your environment must evolve with you. Most people spend their lives chasing approval without realizing the cost. They adjust their words, soften their beliefs, and delay their dreams just to avoid judgment. Approval feels safe, but it's fragile. The moment opinions shift, so does your confidence. Alignment, on the other hand, is steady. It comes from knowing who you are, what you stand for, and where you're going, regardless of who is watching. When you're aligned, decisions feel cleaner. You're no longer negotiating with every outside voice. You don't need consensus to move forward. You listen, but you're not led. That inner clarity becomes your compass. Even when the road is uncertain, you trust your direction because it matches your values, not someone else's expectations. Approval asks you to perform. Alignment asks you to be honest. Performance is exhausting because it requires constant adjustment. Honesty is freeing because it's consistent. When your actions reflect your values, there's less internal conflict. You sleep better. You move with confidence. You don't replay conversations in your head wondering if you said the right thing. Opinions lose control when you stop giving them authority. People will always have something to say, whether you stay the same or grow, whether you play small or aim high. If you let those opinions steer your choices, you end up living someone else's life. Alignment returns power to where it belongs, within. Being aligned doesn't mean you stop caring about others. It means you stop doning yourself to keep them comfortable. Respect replaces approval. Integrity replaces image. You become dependable not because you please everyone, but because you are consistent with who you say you are. Alignment also builds resilience. When setbacks happen, you don't collapse under criticism because your foundation isn't external. You evaluate feedback without letting it define you. You adjust without losing yourself. That strength comes from standing on principles instead of popularity. The more aligned you become, the quieter the noise gets. You don't argue with opinions that don't match your path. You don't chase validation you no longer need. You move forward steadily, grounded in self-trust. Approval fades. Alignment endures. And when you live in alignment, opinions no longer control your direction. They simply exist, powerless to stop you. Today, you don't need permission to focus or validation to value yourself. You only need the courage to stay aligned and keep moving forward with intention. When you choose yourself with discipline and clarity, everything else falls into place. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. And remember, the moment you commit to yourself is the moment your life begins to change.